welcome to your Hometown Solutions. I'm your host, Jean Newell with Waterview Realty, and we have another great guest in the studios with us today, and also my co-host, Jonathan Lack. Hello, Jonathan.
Hello, Jean.
We have some great things to talk about as far as our community and tourism and various businesses and events coming up. But quickly, let's talk a little bit about what we're doing. Tell the audience a little bit about your background and the three hats that you wear.
All right. Well, Lack & Lack Chartered is a transactional real estate law firm, and we also have Waterview Title Services, which is a full-service title insurance agency, and Waterview Realty Services, which is a full-service residential and commercial real estate brokerage. So basically, if you're doing anything with real estate, we should be able to assist you within our offices.
That's right. Well, we're both from South Florida, and we know that the Chamber of Commerce is always one of our buddies because people come up here and they want to know, they want the Chamber of Commerce tour. They want to see Brevard County as it's always been presented to people as that great place to come and retire, visit, tourism. So we thought we'd
raise a family, which is what I did.
Raise a family right here. That's right. The one thing, Jonathan, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but I always tell my friends when they come to the Space Coast, I said the one weird thing coming from South Florida is you seldom hear horns honking.
That's true. What brought me up here was the lack of traffic.
Exactly, but you seldom hear. And I used to tell people when I was touring them for real estate that it was against the law to honk your horn. I was kidding with them, but I think it's spread throughout the county and people don't honk their horns, but it's seldom that you hear it. Or in South Florida, that minosecond when the light turns from red to green, you got 10 people laying on their horns, making you take off, So those are just some of the things that I know that was somewhat minor, but it gives you an idea of the laid back. It's a different type of community than some of you might picture if you're living in South Florida or you're coming down to Florida for the first time. So not to spend any more time on that, let's get no further ado. Let's introduce our guest for today. Do you want to go ahead and introduce her, Jonathan?
All right, I'd love to. We have Jennifer Sugarman, who is the president and CEO of the Cocoa Beach Chamber of Commerce. And the Cocoa Beach Chamber covers, for those of you who don't know, Brevard County is a very long, narrow county. So we, in the real estate market, describe it as South County, Central County, and North County, though there are definitely overlaps. But I would describe the Cocoa Beach as the Central County. So,
absolutely.
Jennifer, welcome to the show, and why don't you tell us a little bit about the Chamber?
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here, and I can totally relate with what you're saying because I am originally from Atlanta, so I, too, come from the land of the honking horns. And I just started a family, so I'm currently raising my family here, and it's an amazing place. The Cocoa Beach Chamber, in its current iteration, was formed in 1968. There used to be, believe it or not, even more chambers in the county, and they all merged together, Rockledge, Merritt Island, Holt, Cocoa Beach, central part of the county, to form the Cocoa Beach Regional Chamber of Commerce. So we've been around for almost 50 years. We're about to celebrate our 50th anniversary, which is fantastic. We are quite a large chamber. We average on any given year about 1,500 different business partners. We do call our members partners. And we're a great organization. We're all about local. We're about business. We're there to be a catalyst for business success. I will tell you in our chamber, about 80% are 1 to 4 employees. So we are a small business chamber. We, of course, have some of our larger partners like Lockheed and Boeing and SpaceX and our big guys, which and Health First, they all allow us to do what we do for small business. So there's a really nice partnership there and a symbiotic partnership with the chamber. So it's a great thing that we do. To describe everything we do in one sitting, I would bore everyone to tears with one block of talking, but we're everywhere. We have a very strong military affairs council. Our chamber in particular, we're very supportive of veterans, but our primary focus is on active duty, E6 and below military men and women. Also, we have a huge Convention and Visitors Bureau presence. We are known as the Tourism Chamber because we carry that Cocoa Beach name. So we do a lot within the tourism community and work with our Office of Tourism for the county. And a lot of different groups in the chamber all under one house. So we're kind of have our hands in all different kinds of cookie jars.
Well, let everybody know where you're located. You've got a convenient location because if you go to the mall, you're right there.
Exactly. So if you're a shopper, you're in trouble. Thank God I'm not. But we have several locations. Actually, now we have expanded. So our main chamber office is right here in Merritt Island, 400 Fortenberry, right behind the Merritt Square Mall. It's the nice yellow building that you see when you drive past. And then we also have a location in Vieira. So we have a 5,000 square foot facility in the Avenue Vieira that we use as a venue. So we rent it out to different community members and partners. And then the front part of that office is our actual chamber office. So that's Monday through Friday, 10 to 4. And then we also have our Convention and Visitors Bureau, which we just moved from Cape Canaveral into the downtown city of Cocoa Beach, kind of diagonally across from where Ron John Surf Shop is. So definitely capturing a lot of the tourists there. And the Convention and Visitors Bureau has a satellite kiosk, if you will, in Exploration Tower in Port Canaveral, which is that nice sail-shaped building, an attraction there in the port. So we kind of have 4 different locations total, and we spread quite a wide range of Central Brevard.
You must cover about, I would just estimate, at least 45 miles from Pineda to the port.
Yes. And like I explained, there's 4 chambers in our county. We all do amazing things. And I like to say, if you've seen one chamber, you've seen one chamber, because we're all chambers of commerce. And at the end of the day, we all want what's best for the county, and we work together really well. But we all do something a little different. Melbourne's great. They've got Northrop Grumman and all the jobs coming in and the big business there, manufacturing, high tech. Our chamber is a little more tourism, hospitality focused. So we see hoteliers, restaurateurs, different people like that that are in the hospitality industry. And of course, space and military is huge for our chamber. You've got Titusville, who does great things with nature and space. Palm Bay, of course, is down there, and Nancy's doing great things. So we have got a really comprehensive county. We kind of include everybody. And as you alluded to, Jonathan, we're Long County, so there's quite a lot going on at all times.
Yeah, 72 miles of coastline a little bit of everything.
That's right. And we have partners all over the county, all 72 miles. It just depends on, I always say when I'm meeting with businesses or when my team is meeting with businesses, it's not about territories or lines. It's about what do you want to get out of the chamber. And we don't care who you're with. We just want you a part of a chamber because they're great organizations. We do great things.
What are some of the events that the public could come to, or if you're not a member, you might want to check it out? Don't you have Wednesdays?
I think we do somewhere to the tune of 125 events a year. So if we're not having an event during a certain day, we're planning for the next one. Case in point, we just had our Wednesday Friends Day last night, which is a silly name, but serious business. We were out at the Comfort Inn and Suites, and that's one of the largest networking events that we have in the county, let alone for our chamber. It's usually anywhere between 150 to, I think we've had 450 was where we maxed out once when we were at Exploration Tower. And it's all businesses that are either partners or they're guests of a partner, or they want to become a partner, and they come to check us out and network and pass business cards and break some bread. And it's really a great way to form some partnerships for your business. So Wednesday Friends Day is great. We have our banner events every year, like our annual gala is always a big to-do. We install our new board, and it's always at a really nice location with a great theme. And it's a little more focused towards the businesses and our board members and things like that. We've got our Chowder Cook-Off, which is in its 36th year. I should know that, but it's been over 3 decades. That's usually for the past, I think, 21 years. It's been out at Port Canaveral at a cruise terminal. So this coming year, it's going to be February 2nd, which is a Friday at Cruise Terminal 1. And that's always a lot of fun because the community comes out, people drive from Orlando, tourists that are here that see it in their hotel come, and it's a huge chowder competition, food competition in general, because they have signature items they can compete with as well, like desserts and appetizers. We always have a celebrity judge or 5 or 6 and a great band and prizes and raffles and a silent auction that has thousands and thousands of dollars worth of memorabilia. So it's a great event, and that's always February. And I could go on and on. We have, like I said, over 125 of them throughout the year, but the banner ones are the Chowder Cook-Off. We have Taste of the Coast coming up on September 22nd at the Cocoa Beach Country Club. That's another food competition. When you put food and alcohol in a room, people come running. So
yeah, realtors like food.
Oh yeah. Well, who doesn't?
Drinks.
Who doesn't? That's right.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you from my experience with the chambers is the networking is fantastic.
Yes.
I mean, anytime I've ever gone to the event, I'm like, I need to do this more. I need to get out there more. You always meet great people.
Yeah.
You can exchange services. And what I like best about it, the reason I always like to network is really not for me to get more business, though, of course, that's a part of it, but to find other people that I can refer business to.
Absolutely.
I find wearing the 3 hats that I wear, I get a lot of calls. I kind of become a gatekeeper for information. So people call me about a lot of different things. And it is through the chamber and the chamber partners that I can refer out business and know that my clients are being well cared for by, quality business professionals here in our community.
Well, you just hit the nail on the head. I wish I could duplicate you because a lot of times I think when you're a business owner, sometimes we can lose sight of, it's all about getting leads and business for me. But if you're out there and helping others, eventually it's going to come back to you. And so that's what we preach in our chamber as well. And we have 7 different leads clubs right now in different parts of the county that are all there to forge relationships on a more intimate level and refer each other leads. So that's one way we do that. But certainly at the bigger networking events, we hear a lot, I just don't have time to get out of my business. I can't do it. Even my own husband, he's a one-man show with a small business. And so we've really tried to think outside the box in our chamber of, okay, if you can't come to a Wednesday Friends Day or an event, how do we bring the chamber to you? So one of the new solutions, one of the things that we're doing is an online business card exchange. So one of the things that I love about the chamber is that it does sort of force you to get out and to do a face-to-face, because I think in an age of digital, some of that's getting lost. Some of the skills to network in person is getting lost. And we do teach a class on that at the chamber. But we are moving into a more digital time. So to try and keep up with that, we do have this online business card exchange. And it's essentially, I call it speed dating. It's online speed dating, essentially, is what it is, but with businesses. And it's a chat room. And it drops you into a new chat every 6 minutes with a new business partner. And you can sit there and look at their profile. So you don't even have to go through the who are you with, what's your name, all of that. It's already done when you fill out the profile. You talk about how maybe you could partner or help each other. You move on to the next person, and that conversation is then saved. And you have all that information at the end of the hour. So it's something that you can do on your smartphone, on your laptop, on your lunch break. If you're sitting there checking out customers, talk when you can. It's, I think it's a great solution to the old adage of I don't have time. So
that's a really intriguing event. Now, how is that something that's ongoing, or is it a scheduled thing? In other words,
it's ongoing.
I do a lot of the networking events, but they're 8 o'clock every Thursday morning. And again, sometimes I can't make it 8 o'clock on every Thursday morning.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what's interesting about the chambers too is, and the 4 of us get together quite often, the 4 presidents, but what's funny is that some chambers do really well with morning events. That's just that business climate. Our chamber hates morning events. We don't want to get out of bed, me included. So we tend to do more lunches and nighttime events. We do have some morning events, but we try and you can look at my calendar here. Everything is pretty much scheduled, and you can get lost in the sea of first Thursday, second Friday, all this kind of stuff. But the online business card exchange is always the 3rd Friday. It starts at 11 a.m. And if you're interested in registering for that, I encourage the public or the business owner to go to our website, which is cocobeachchamber.com. You can find it right there in our calendar, and you can register for the event.
Do you have to be a member
You do not have to be a member. No, we encourage you to come and network with our members. It's just a value that we provide as a chamber to the community.
Give out that website one more. I don't even think we talked about the website.
That's okay.
Contact information for those of us who are very interested.
Yes. Well, like I said, the main chamber office is in Merritt Island, 400 Fortenberry Road. And then our website is Coco, and that's with an A for those of you that might not be from here originally or are visiting, Cocoa, C-O-C-O-A, beachchamber.com. And our main number is 321-459-2200.
Well, that's some great information on that. And I know if when people come up from South Florida or from New York or wherever we happen to find them, or they call us, they always like to have information about the cities. And we either visit the chamber and pick up a lot of things and send it to them, or they come in and sometimes we just take them right to the chamber. What would a person coming into town for the first time, what would they expect to see at the Chamber of Commerce? What kind of brochures do you have or information?
It's a great question. Well, the first thing you're going to see, whether you're going to our chamber office or our Convention and Visitors Bureau, which is a tourist center on the beach, is you're going to be greeted with a friendly face. So we pride ourselves on...
No horns honking.
No horns honking. No, I promise. Definitely a little different than Atlanta, but you walk in and you see a friendly face, whether it's a volunteer or one of our staff. We pride ourselves on thorough training and customer service. So that's the first thing you're going to get. Firsthand knowledge. A lot of these volunteers or our staff are either from here, been here a long time, or